Good afternoon. I'm Sean Yao, and this is One News Now. President Marcos inspected the Ninoy Aquino International Airport after the air traffic glitch on New Year's Day. Maricel Halili was with the president on this inspection, and she joins us now on the phone. So, Mase, what did the president find out after his inspection?
Hi, Sean. President Bongbong Marcos is satisfied with what he has observed from his inspection this afternoon. Despite all the complaints and the sufferings of around 64,000 passengers, President Bongbong Marcos said that in a way, the transportation and airport officials did a good job, considering that despite the major problems that we have experienced in NAIA last January 1, they were able to solve the crisis in 6 hours. At least that's according to President Bongbong Marcos. But at the same time, he asked for an apology. He apologized to all the passengers who were affected by the cancellation and delayed flights last January 1. He said that it is very unfortunate that it happened, but nobody wanted it to happen. It just so happens that there was a glitch, particularly on the circuit breaker that was mentioned by the president earlier. Sean?
All right, we did catch that apology from the president, Mase. And of course, the delayed flights affected about 54,000 passengers. And up until this day, I think some affected passengers are still sorting out their travel plans. Was the president also satisfied, 100% satisfied with the response of airport officials as well as CAAP officials?
Using or borrowing the term of the president, he said that the authorities did a good job. Well, this is despite the fact that around 64,000 passengers were affected by the glitch in the airport last January 1. Nonetheless, he had a meeting with the airport officials as well as other transportation officials, and he gave a clear directive that they have to make sure that this will not happen again. He says that the transportation authorities have already made an emergency procurement on the circuit breaker, and they are actually planning to purchase 2 units of UPS, the uninterrupted power supply, to make sure that passengers will not suffer the same fate again.
All right, what about upgrading the air traffic management system, which will cost billions of pesos more than just an upgrade to the UPS units that conked out?
This is also one of the factors that was discussed by President Marcos earlier together with the transportation officials, but the president said that it will take a while before they can do this. But for now, they have already made an emergency procurement, like what I have said earlier, just to make sure that the operation will be ongoing. And he's very hopeful that this will not happen again. He gave his assurance to the passengers that the government is doing everything to give assistance to those who were affected. I'm not sure what particular assistance he was referring to, because as far as we're concerned, airlines are just doing their are just giving their assistance out of fashion or out of, well, it's not really their obligation, not really their responsibility to give assistance to the passengers, considering that it's not their fault.
All right.
It's out of corporate social responsibility.
Good on the airlines then, Mase. But we were actually wondering, since it's looking like this whole issue, this whole glitch or malfunction, it's looking like sort of an operations and maintenance issue more than like an actual issue with our equipment. Is that going to be audited or looked into further? Did the president order any such checks or probe into that side of the operation?
There was no mention about it during the question and answer or during the press briefing of President Marcos earlier. But he said that this is just an initial talk between him and the transportation officials. So we expect that this will be a continuous dialogue among the authorities who are involved with the issue.
All right, looks like this will be an ongoing issue. Thank you so much for those updates. Maricel Halili joining us over the line. Thank you, Maricel. Back with more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Incessant rains have brought flash floods to parts of Aurora Province. In Baler, waist-deep floodwaters caused power to shut down. Rescue operations are now ongoing in different barangays. Meanwhile, clearing operations are underway in the municipality of Maria Aurora after a landslide. A section of the Nueva Ecija Aurora Road is now impassable to all types of vehicles. And in San Luis, 5 individuals were also rescued in Barangay Nonong Senor. And Transportation Chief Jaime Bautista said that the Libreng Sakay program of the government will be continued and expanded. Speaking to the chiefs, Bautista explained that there is only 2.1 billion pesos set aside for the program. This time around though, instead of free rides only on EDSA, the Transportation Secretary says more areas will be covered.
Alam niyo po, may magkakaroon pa rin ng libreng sakay, no? But not necessarily sa EDSA, no? Kasi po, yung libreng sakay, program yan ng previous government, no? Na binibigay nila yung libreng sakay not only in EDSA, but different routes, no? Pinipili po yung mga routes na yan, no?
And for more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.